Hi and welcome back to Normski TV, doing another transfer daily and brilliant, great news coming out of Arsenal. Kieran Tierney officially today has signed a ting, as they would say. He has signed a new long-term contract with Arsenal. We're thinking it's probably around about 5 years. That's what we spoke about in the last couple of weeks. And yes, he's signed the deal, and we're going to have him on a long-term deal. Looking at a pay rise going up to £110,000 a week. He came to us 2 years ago. I think he had, I think he was on about 75,000. He had about 2 years left on his deal, and he's extended that, and he's going to be with us long term. It was fantastic. Arsenal released you know, Arsenal do their social media stuff. Had somebody interview him, and basically he's just happy to be signing for Arsenal. He's really pleased about, you know, staying with the club. He finds the club absolutely amazing. The people, you know, the staff, everybody, you know, since he's moved from Celtic, you know, he said that, you know, he felt at first, you know, especially when he was going through his injuries, you know, he felt a bit down and everything, but, you know, he said the staff have been amazing, absolutely amazing. And obviously he likes Mikel Arteta, and, you know, Arteta had some glowing words for him, you know, said he's really pleased with his, you know, his input so far, and hence why, you know, he's ended up with a new deal. As I said, it's £110,000 a week. And listen, this guy is going to be our future captain, you know, and, you know, you can see that this guy wears his heart on his sleeve, even though he doesn't like long sleeves, but he does wear his heart on his sleeve. And it was just that fantastic news, just hearing that today, you know, locking down this new contract. And now we need to wait for Smith Rowe. Come on, Smith Rowe, sign the ting as well, man. Let's make it 2 out of 2. But it's just brilliant at the moment. Things are looking okay for Arsenal at the moment in terms of, you know, keeping our young players. You know, it seems like Arsenal are going to be going with a very young squad, and so there's a lot to do in terms of the transfer market, in terms of the players that we are going to go for. Yesterday we heard that we're, you know, close to signing Ben White, another young defender, 23 years old, and you know, things are looking quite bright at the moment. But great news concerning Kieran Tierney. He signed a long-term deal, £110,000 a week, and he's worth every penny, absolutely worth every penny, and definitely our future captain. It has to be, do you know what I mean? So looking forward to him in those red and white colours of Arsenal, and hopefully he will do the business for us in the future and beyond. Now look, let's move on quickly with regards to transfer news, and one of the news that's actually popped up, and that's the strike. I'm trying to find the information. It did come up on my, it was here a minute ago, and I seem to have lost it, but I will find it. And we're linked with Isak. That's the Swedish striker who is playing currently in the Euros. Hasn't scored yet, but there's apparently, you know, we are looking to buy out his clause. I think it's £60 million is the buyout clause. This has been reported. I'm just going to find the actual information. I did have it here, so forgive me. You know, when you got all your stuff all lined up ready to go. But Isak, from what we understand, is that Arsenal want to trigger his £60 million buyout clause. You know, is it something that Arsenal are going to do? You know, we're spending 50 million on Ben White. Now, this, I don't know how true it is, but this has been reported today. I can't actually find the actual news outlet that's reported it. But basically, you know, tall, rangy player, 60 million buyout clause, and it's whether this is serious or not. At the moment, Arsenal are showing a lot of interest in a lot of players, and again, you know, I did say that, you know, Arsenal wouldn't be focusing on their defenders and their midfielders. But it looks as if Isak is on their radar. Now, whether we'll get him or not, it's another thing. You know, we've got Aubameyang, we've got Lacazette. Now, Lacazette obviously has got 1 year left on his contract, and we don't know what his future is at the moment. Nothing's coming out of his camp. But if he was to go, maybe Isak would be the one to replace him. Look, it's one of those ones where Arsenal are showing interest. Now, how true it is about us going and triggering his buyout clause, it means that we have to, because it's a buyout clause, it means that we have to find £60 million up front. It's not like we're going to be spreading it over a contract. It means £60 million is £60 million. We need to buy him out. So, look, this is what's being reported in the news outlets. I can't actually find the actual thing, but I did come across it, so forgive me as I couldn't give you the actual source. But Isak, who's currently playing for Sweden, you know, he's a good player, and he'll bring something different. He's good in the air, he's tall, but you know what I mean, Arsenal linked FC, as we like to say. We'll see what happens concerning that that deal, that actual deal, if it does happen. Also, Holding. There's talk about Holding leaving Arsenal. There's a possibility that he could end up leaving Arsenal. This is reported by again Football London, and it says Rob Holding, this is from the Times as well, Rob Holding could be on his way out of Arsenal this summer if the Gunners signed Ben White. And this is according to the Times. Now, the thing is, I did say that with Ben White coming in, does that mean that Saliba might not have a future at Arsenal? But now news is coming out that possibly Holding could be going out the door. And look, I did say my preference would be to keep Saliba and possibly Holding go. Now again, this is just talk, rumour at the moment, but there's a possibility that he can go. For me, he's a squad player. I wouldn't call him, you know, a first team player. He's just a squad player. So that's for me. That's what it is. If you can hear you can probably hear my missus talking. She's doing a teaching at the moment, so forgive me for the noise in the background. But anyway, as I was saying, Holding, if he does go, Saliba, I would probably keep him. I would keep Saliba. Now, the problem is with William Saliba, we're hearing now that he's been called up for the French side to play in the Olympics from I think it's from the 21st of July to the 7th of August. So that means that he may miss pre-season training. Now, I'm hoping that that's not going to scupper any future plans with Arteta and the club, because really we want to see Saliba, you know, in pre-season and you know training with the first team. But it's looking like he's going to end up going to this Olympic football team in Japan. So we're not going to really see him now. It's a shame that it's come this way, but listen, at least he's going and playing for his country, and that's really good to see. Hopefully, when he does come back, he's going to probably need to rest. So I don't know what it all means. It might mean that there's talk about him going out on loan. There's talk about him possibly leaving on a permanent. You know, his representatives are still concerned about the fact that, you know, Arsenal splashing out £50 million on Ben White. So, you know, there are concerns in his camp. But at the moment, Arsenal are saying that he's going to be with the club. He's going to train with the club in terms of pre-season. But now we're hearing he's going to the Olympics with the French squad. So we'll have to just watch this space concerning that. Let's just find if there's any other news. Yeah, there's another news here, and this is concerning Granit Xhaka. Now, there's talk that obviously between Roma and Arsenal, they have not come to a agreed fee. Roma want to pay only 12 million, whereas Arsenal want 20 million euros. And they're obviously apart on this fee. Now, there's a possibility that Roma might actually do a make-weight shift with doing a swap deal, or player plus cash, should we say, to make up the difference. And that's the player Duara, if I can pronounce his name. Is that the player? Let me just be sure. Yeah, Amadou Duara. Now I know we've been linked with him before in the past. 23 years old, who plays for Roma, and we've been linked with him maybe last season, maybe the season before. He's a midfielder, holding midfielder. Would he cut it in the Premier League? You know, is it somebody that you would like to see? He's obviously gonna come in. He's 23. He's a strong player. Would you have? I know there's other clubs that are interested in him, but would that make sense? You know, Arsenal want the cash up front, but now Roma saying that we could make a deal where we, you know, make the player part of the actual deal, and that's Amadou Duara, who plays for Roma. Listen, I would prefer Yves Bissouma. He knows the Premier League, and for me, yes, Duara is going to be much cheaper, but you know, for me, I just think Yves Bissouma. I would spend the money. I'd spend the money on Yves Bissouma. He's a good player. A lot of pundits are, you know, ex-Arsenal pundits are saying that Arsenal should go and splash the cash on Yves Bissouma. He would make a great partner for Thomas Partey. Now the only problem with Amadou Duara, again, he's going to be involved in the African Cup of Nations, so it means that he's going to be gone as well. So we've got a lot of African players, if we do get them, coming like Yves Bissouma or Duara, obviously Thomas Partey, they're going to end up going to the African Cup of Nations. We're going to definitely need what I say is more backup in terms of our midfield. We've been linked with Neves. You know, just name a few of the midfielders. Madison, but he's not a defensive midfielder, but you know, he's more of an attacking midfielder. But we do need to make sure that we've got cover. Lucas Torreira, he's going to look like he's going out the door. He's definitely wants to go back to Italy and play his trade back out there. And his representatives have come out and said that, you know, he really wants to leave Arsenal and go back, you know, and play there. Lazio is the club that's looking at him at the moment. And again, we're just hoping that we get a decent fee for him concerning that. Just trying to find some other news. Sorry, this is kind of rushed because I've got this person talking in the background. I do apologise, so I'm trying my best to focus as much as I can. I did speak about Locatelli yesterday. You know, it looks like he's going to be on his way to Juve. We did submit an offer apparently, but can't see that deal ever coming off. Let me just see if there's any other news concerning Arsenal. But really, the big news is Kieran Tierney signing that new deal, and now we're linked with this Isak guy who plays for. Let me just get the actual team, because I hate not getting it right. So let me find him. I did have him. I just can't believe I've just lost it. You know, sometimes you have everything all set up and then all of a sudden it just disappears on you, and that's exactly what's gone on. Could it be this one? No, it's not that one. Is it that one? No, it's not that one. And it just looks like I can't find it. But you know what, the best thing to do, why don't I just type his name in here, and that will just bring it up and it will give me the information. Here we go, Alexander Isak. Yeah, here he is, here we are. So let's just quickly say again, you know, Arsenal are willing to pay that £60 million release clause. Alexander Isak, the guy, you know, I think Arsenal would like to, I think they're saying that they'd like to, if they do get him, you know, I think what he's saying is that he wants to use him in like maybe in this 4-3-3 formation, according to what this guy is saying. I'm just trying to find, I'm babbling on here, I'm waffling on here right now. Where is it? Can I find it? No, I can't. But yeah, this Alexander Isak guy, I can't even know what club he plays for. Just looking to see what club he plays for. Can't see what club he plays for. But look, the long and short of it is, yeah, he's a switch player. You know, Arsenal are said to be wanting to release, wanting to pay the release clause of £60 million. If it is true, we'll just have to wait and see. Because I said, everything that comes out with Arsenal, you know, it might be just IDKs, you know, in the know people that really are just probably just putting it out there just to make a story. But look, the guy, if he does come, you know, he would be a good acquisition. But I'm sure there's going to be plenty of other clubs that are interested in him. I know Real Madrid, I think, are interested in him, and there was another club that were interested in him, and it's whether he would want to come to Arsenal, who haven't got no European competition. We'll just have to watch this space and see what happens there. But look, apologies for not giving you he plays for Real Sociedad. Okay, so he plays for Real Sociedad, and he has a release clause of £60 million. I'm getting there. Sorry about this, guys. It ain't going as I planned it to go. But listen, he has a release clause of £60 million. Plays for Real Sociedad. He's currently playing in the Euros for Sweden. Hasn't scored yet, but this guy has bags of potential. And, you know, Arsenal, as I said, are linked with him. So we just have to just watch this space and see what happens concerning that. But listen, guys, I'm going to finish here. Sorry for the jumbled, garbled transfer daily today. But I will definitely make amends of that tomorrow. But listen, guys, thanks again for subscribing to the channel. Please like, subscribe and share. And I will see you on the next transfer daily. Take care.